Hello and welcome to HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. My name is Sami Ismail.
And my name is Winley.
And I am Steffi Grace.
All right.
Now, we're going to talk about the movie Spy. What did you think? Well, let's start with, it stars Melissa McCarthy and Jason Statham and Jude Law and Rose Byrne.
Oh, brilliant cast. And not to mention, it's being headed by the guy who gave you Bridesmaids and The Heat, which is two female empowering films. And they're all comedies, right?
Yes, they are all comedies. This one was probably the best of those three.
I would agree as well, because I didn't think that it would be this entertaining, because according
It was
to...
very funny. Very funny. Everyone had their own sense of humor in this.
Right.
Not taking from the other person's sense of humor. You knew, at a certain point, you knew what to expect from each and every character, right?
True.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was very McCarthy-esque. I'm sorry, Melissa McCarthy-esque.
Right.
Okay. It was full of her humor, her kind of humor. And if you're not a McCarthy fan, then it might come across as a bit annoying.
It won't change your opinion of her.
It won't at all. It's just the same thing, you know, the same jokes.
Right.
What do you think about the movie? Did you liked it, right?
Yeah, I love it. Not because it feels very complete. You know, when you look at it either way, it feels very complete. As a spy film, it does have enough globe-trotting, double-crossing, and brushing with danger, enough to, you know, stripping out all the comedies. It's a legitimate spy film. As a Bond spoof, it has a smashing opening and a great opening title as well, right?
Title song.
Yeah.
And you expected, and because of that, you expected it to be like the cliche kind of thing, but they changed it up a little bit. They changed it up. Everyone who you thought could like be the cool one, the cool, you know, the guy who knows what he or she's the person who knows what they're doing. They didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
And the people who you didn't think they would know what they're doing, they did.
What do you mean, like you don't know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy?
Right.
Like Karen Walker. She turned out to be a double agent. There was a couple of double agents, and you don't see it coming.
Ooh,
so there are some surprises. But
you ruined them.
Yeah, well, not really, because I didn't say what they are. I'm just saying there are some surprises. But here's how I see it: strong first act, strong third act. Second act was kind of it was more centered around the jokes, because the transition from Susan Cooper being this mousy little girl in a basement to being a spy, that transition, all of a sudden it didn't seem to fit. You know, maybe she's supposed to act, you know, all tough because as a CIA agent trying to pretend to be the villainess's best friend or bodyguard.
Right.
She's, you know, supposed to be a really good actress at, you know, being tough like that. But it when she starts doing those jokes nonstop, then I was thinking it was a little much. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she was starting to get in Rose Byrne's face and starting to call her out on, I'm not sure that would really happen in real life, but it's Melissa McCarthy. At times the movie pauses.
Funny. It was funny for the jokes. It wasn't expected.
Yeah.
It wasn't expected.
No, it wasn't expected.
And on the subject of jokes, I mean, the humor as well, it feels right, you know, it's where it's meant to be, and there's a variety of it as well. But like you said, this kind of humor was like stuffing with a lot of details as one, and then throwing it all in one character's face.
Yeah.
Spy can do without it, you know.
Yeah,
sometimes
there were some jokes that could have been cut out.
Yeah.
Because it was like jokes back to back to back, a whole 3 to 5 minutes of nothing but pausing just so that her and Jason Statham can banter.
Right. And I'm kind of surprised at how reflective Spy is, you know, because when some character says to the other that you should tone it down a little bit, that's what you should do as well.
Yeah, that's true. A movie comes to mind that's also a spy movie, that's also a comedy, Get Smart, which I think was a little more focused on the plot and, you know, less driven on the jokes.
Right.
It was more like a showcase for Melissa McCarthy and her type of humor.
Yeah, Get Smart. Now, Get Smart, it has two very charming leads as well, Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway. They were all good. But Spy stands on its own terms too, you know?
It does. It's its own thing. But when I say that, I mean Melissa McCarthy.
Like you said, it's a McCarthy. It's kind of like a McCarthy show.
The giant Melissa McCarthy show. In this skit, she's a spy. It was like watching an SNL skit where she's a spy. Yeah, she has been a guest star on SNL before.
Yeah, they
she's a funny lady.
They surprised us with Jason Statham. This was the most. This was the most unique. I think the most unique role he did.
Yes,
because he plays
the funny side of him.
He's at first his first entry. He was very, very serious, and you expected the same serious character that he's always played. And he's always played the tough guy. But
with no sense of humor, the non-stop in-your-face tough guy, high kicks and punches. And this time he does it, but he has a sense of humor with the same face. You know. And I'm gonna go into the face-off machine, get a whole new face. And they won't even know I'm there. He's funny.
The best joke was at the end. The suit. Okay, he's like, she's like, that's a nice suit. Where'd you get that from? I made it, didn't I?
He's so extreme, and it's like almost
he's so arrogant, and it's hilarious.
It is funny.
It is hilarious.
It's almost like he is making fun of his old roles. Making fun of every single one of his old roles.
By combining
all of them.
He broke his cast type with this film, and
he
that
did.
Was good. That was good. This.
And
hands up. Jason Statham, you the man for that.
And everyone kind of surprised me in this because Melissa McCarthy, even though she's known for her own type of comedy, there were more than more than twice. We did see her venture into dramatic territory, and she did it very well.
She's always done a good job at acting. When it gets serious, like in Identity Thief, when she starts crying, when she's having second thoughts. So she's a good actress.
And St. Vincent too, with Bill Murray. And Naomi Watts.
That's true.
Was it Naomi Watts? Yeah. So.
When she played what was it? Was she a Russian dancer? Lady of the Night. Yeah.
So and Rose Byrne, come on, that girl is that woman is gorgeous, and she should be a villain more often. Please, please.
She was very, very good at that role.
Yes.
And I don't think I've seen the closest I've ever seen her to playing a villain was
her.
I
didn't recognize her because she was also in.
She was in Bridesmaids as well.
And.
But
okay. So we gotta we're running out of time. We gotta rate this film.
All right. Well, I would say based on the actors, there's a stellar cast there. Jude Law plays an American, which British people tend to do very well. Stellar cast. I have to deduct points for some of the
dragging second act.
The dragging second act. I'm afraid I have to do that, and I hate to do that because in the end it was such a fun movie, and I was laughing the whole time.
through all of it. Entertained through all of it. There was no point where I was just.
There was nothing boring about it.
There was nothing boring. It was. It was always fun. It was always.
It was consistently funny. It was consistently entertaining throughout. I'd say this is a fantastic year to be a spy.
Would you like to see a sequel to this? Because I would like to see a sequel to this.
That's a good question.
I don't think
I'm not
we
sure.
need
to. Maybe it doesn't need it.
It doesn't need one, but it would.
But then again,
it would be smart if they did do it. Okay,
maybe
we're gonna rate it though.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
Ladies first.
Well, okay, so I'm going to deduct points for the second act, so I'd have to give it a 6.5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's harsh. What would you give it, Sam?
I would give it a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10. Okay.
But it wasn't a great story. It wasn't it wasn't a groundbreaking story, but 7 out of 10 because I had fun with it throughout all of it. All right, go ahead.
I would give it an 8.5 because it was consistently entertaining. It was funny, so the humor could be toned down a little bit, and it's just a great addition into this year's full of great spies so far with Kingsman and this one, and of course Bond, Ethan Hunt, The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
And the new Mission Impossible one.
And the new Mission Impossible as well.
Right, so
it's all good.
Yeah. So anyways, it's a great film, so you guys should check it out if you're into humor. Now, if you're into a spy-driven film that's, more about the story, maybe not for you. But anyways, we love films. If you love films, you should come over to the HCC filmmaking program and sign up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the HCC MovieMakers Academy Reviews. And I guess that's it. Is that it?
Jason Statham watched this review.
Jason Statham watched this review. All right, thank you.